Congratulations, everyone. You did a wonderful job last night. All your teachers are proud of you. Okay? So, we brought you here together today because we have one final thing for you to do. Okay? And that is a project that I'm going to be explaining momentarily. Now, I know school's over, but we still, I'm sorry, school is not over. We still have a few days left of school. You've walked and been recognized, but we still have a little bit of work to do. And I'm going to explain that now. There's a concept known as student success planning, and it applies to both middle school students as well as high school students. So, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what that entails and what it means for you today. The first thing is, there's been some legislation and some reform, some laws, to try to help us to prepare students better to meet with success and to show you the connection between what you learn in school and how you're going to apply that one day in a career. So that's what this is really all about. And what this entails is that every 8th grade student complete what's called a mini capstone experience. Now, the high school students do this as well, and it's a graduation requirement. So when you're a senior in high school, you are going to be expected to complete a culminating project. When you think of a capstone, I want you to think of a top of a mountain, the top of a mountain, a peak. It's an apex. It's the highest point. And in your academic career, what you want to think is, all right, so I'm at the peak of my academic career in terms of a middle school student. I'm in 8th grade. And what you want to do is you want to reflect on what you've learned. You want to look down on your past 3 years of experience and reflect upon what you've learned about yourself and how you're going to apply that knowledge of yourself as well as what you've learned about careers and how to prepare for careers to select a career. So as you can see, this is part of that new reform movement, part of the legislation that all middle school students will be required to complete an 8th grade portfolio or demonstration project. And each district has some discretion, each public school system has some discretion in terms of what that might look like. And they provide us with some options, the state does. Go ahead, Ms. Johnson. We look at special projects, reflective portfolio, community service, and internship. Well, at the middle school, an internship's kind of tough, right? Because you're not driving, and it's going to be hard to place you in an internship. So we're going to do a special project. And what I want you to know is this. I want you to please understand that this is very easy to do, okay? And actually, I'm hoping some of you will have some fun with it, because it's all about you. At the end of the day, you're going to be creating either 2 slides or 9 slides, depending on how much time you have. And all those slides are about you and the future career that you're leaning towards. Now, I want to make one thing clear. There are so many careers. There's thousands of careers. And there are careers right now that don't exist, that when you eventually move on to a point in your life where you're going to pursue a career, that career may be new, okay? So it's not about locking you into one career. It's about helping you understand that there are career pathways. There are paths that you can choose. And that when you identify a career, it's a process that you have to prepare for. You have to identify your skills and interests. You have to look at your values. And then you want to look at some other factors as well. So here's what we're going to ask you to do today. And this is really asking you to transfer and apply everything you've learned through the school counseling lessons. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to select a career. And then we're going to ask you to look at the career planning process. So you've identified that career. We then want you to talk about or identify some clusters. So remember, if you remember, we talked about careers and how careers are clustered, they're grouped together. So there might be a career that you're interested in a particular cluster, like teaching, let's say. But not every teaching job